It's great. Great. Warriors, join me because this is my new favorite word. Great. Come along with me. Say it. Say it out loud. But first, I want to remind you, please subscribe to our Lynn's Warriors channel. I tell you this all the time. We are building algorithms, building community, and we want to get the information out to you. And please also check if you are following Lynn's Warriors on X, Twitter, because recently people are reporting to me that they are unfollowed and they didn't do it. So I don't know what that's all about, but that's just a reminder because we have one goal, and that goal is helping you raise awareness, educating about all of the issues for digital safety, real-time safety, protect your children, families, the whole gamut. You know why things are great? Because we recently at the Warriors did our fall giveaway in Flushing, Queens, outside of New York City where I live, maybe about 30 minutes. And the community we went into was Asian, Hispanic, Black, all mixed together, living in peace and harmony. And this is why I am saying great, because we set up tables and we have to thank you. Thank you, Warriors, for your donations of hats, gloves, socks, diapers, toiletries, personal products. We had coloring books, crayons, great books for the kids. And we laid them all out, we had 8 tables and we had food, snacks, and in conjunction with Emmanuel Community Church. They were our sponsor. But it was nothing religious and it was nothing political. And as the people strolled by, after Mass and just neighborhood people, because we were adjacent to a park also where kids were playing, they'd stop, they'd look, question, how much does this cost? And I'd say it's free, from the Warriors. We want to honor our hashtag, which is Community Creates Change. So in order to do that, we go into vulnerable communities and we give away goodies that you so generously donate. Oh, we had beautiful blankets, throw blankets, plush, lush, just so toasty, great. In doing this, I was amazed at how, and I really use that word because so close to New York City where I am, yet so far away. I watched all the people mingle with each other. I watched how nobody it's free and beautiful stuff. Nobody was grabbing loads of it because it was free. May I take this? Can I take this? Is it okay? And I'd say, take another pair of socks. I want to leave some for everybody else. Really renewed my faith in everything. It was a beautiful thing. So stay tuned. We're planning another giveaway in another community right before Thanksgiving. We're just putting the details together now and get some goodies out to those kids, because to see a child's face who gets a book or a coloring book and crayons, we had toy trucks, we had some board games. These kids were loving it, and that tells me we at the Warriors are on the right track to help get the kids off the devices. Will we get them off totally? No, that's not even our goal. That's unrealistic. But if we can get them off for an hour here and there and into some creative play or reading, we've done our jobs, and we're going to keep pushing on that. But it was great. Now, we just had our presidential election. There was a lot of anxiety. There was a lot of everything going on with that. I must mention it because the work we do at the Warriors is bipartisan. It belongs to no political party. Human rights abuses, abusing children physically, sexually, mentally. No matter what happens with the election, which we do have a new president, Donald J. Trump. I'm mentioning this because I think it's very important we're able to think of things as great. I know it's going to be hard for some people, but I'm thinking it's great, and I'll tell you why. It's great because now we'll work on those open borders where so many girls and boys and women, young women, have been sex trafficked, labor trafficked. This is the reality that nobody seems to want to address with the open borders. Hundreds of thousands of kids are missing. Unacceptable. Unacceptable that we have trendy Aragua the vicious, violent Venezuelan gang infiltrating our communities and causing sex trafficking, putting the women that have already paid the cartels to come here into further danger and forced servitude, because once they're here, I want you to know this, warriors, they are still forced into this sex trafficking. So we have to say things are great. We will now have a leader that will begin to address these issues. I have no doubt we are going to get busy and a lot of good things are going to happen. I was involved with the first Trump administration, and I saw human trafficking take actions happening. I saw committees. I saw the Human Trafficking Council. And I'm not going to be shy about it anymore. I saw work getting done, work in the planning stages to get done. It all got disrupted. But you know what's great? If these past 4 years have taught us more, right? Look how much we've learned in 4 years. Don't you feel empowered? Don't you feel like you know now so much? You can't be caught off guard. Will things be tough? We don't know. I'm not going down there. I'm going in. Everything's great today. And you should think that way too. People have to dissect the issues. Who is going to be best for our children and families? And then you make the decision. Because remember, I never told you ever who to vote for. But we have to get a handle on this. We have to get a handle on this illicit fentanyl. Listen to my interview I did with DEA agent in charge, Frank Tarantino. He runs the DEA New York, the largest of all the DEA divisions. And he graciously joined me because today we talk about fentanyl a lot, right? Cocaine, opioids. But he was explaining, Lynn, it's like they took a pot and they just threw everything into it. A little cocaine, a little fentanyl, a little Molly, a little ecstasy. They mix it all up. They press it into pills. They create a liquid, put it in syringes. It's pure poison. And I said to Frank, I said, Frank, these are my words, not yours. To me, this is poisoning America, intentional poisoning. And he did say back, because, I leave the door open. I don't want to put words in a DEA's agent's mouth. But he said, Lynn, you're correct. So I know the work we do at the Warriors is critical and crucial and important. And I'll be, I'll say darned if I'm going to allow your children, my children, grandchildren, to be subject to these crimes that have just been flourishing, right, in the last couple of years, with no end in sight. Why, who in their mind, no other country would allow criminals from other countries to walk right in here and start doing their dirty deeds? So join me. Remember, no matter who became the president, it is always going to be the Warriors are always continuing their work under the helm of whatever the administration is. I will say there was no help, next to nothing, this current administration. And I'm so looking forward to doing more in Washington and to getting legislative actions done. It's all great. Please join us. Please honor our hashtag Community Creates Change. Please follow us. LynnsWarriors.org is the website. We put headlines out every day. You can always contact me with questions or comments, or you want to volunteer if you're in the New York area. Or donate is always good. It's not always money. It's goods. It may be your business, and you want to partner up with us. We want to get into teaching the older kids trades, businesses, things of that nature. But we're going full steam at the Warriors. And today is just great. So join me in celebration of knowing we are going to begin abolishing this escalation of sex trafficking, labor trafficking, forced servitude, our children with the digital safety and the predators all over their devices, terrorizing them. It ends, and it starts today. Today. Remember, Warriors, getting worked up there for a second. Maybe because I stayed up all night watching the election and the returns and things like that. But I also get choked up about the kids. And just remember, each and every day, get up and go out and be a warrior.